Welcome to the Magic in the Midwest podcast, starring USA Today best-selling author J.B. Michaels and his more successful wife, Ashley Michaels. And this is podcast number 38, ladies and gentlemen, the Holidays edition. That's right. And now take it over, J.B. Hey, thanks, host. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the Magic in the Midwest podcast, number 38. This is our special holiday edition podcast, a.k.a. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Happy everything. Just happy. We want to wish everyone happiness.
We do.
To get us out of this crazy year and to hopefully safely enjoy the holidays with our loved ones and in whatever way we can. So, we thought we would talk about today in the podcast the holidays and specifically Christmas in the context of Walt Disney World, our favorite place. Again, make sure you check out MrMichaels.com for more information on the many books that I've written, 14 books total and counting. Also, thank you so much to the people who subscribe on Bandcamp, Magic in the Midwest podcast.bandcamp.com, where you can help support the podcast for just $3 a month. $3 a month is nothing, but it is something. So it means a lot to us. It may not be a lot to some people, but it means a lot to us. Those who have done that, thank you. Those who want to do that, you get double the episodes. You get double the content. That's right. So this is podcast number 38, but in actuality, Ash, what is it? 38 plus 38.
Well, you tell me. You're the one that needs math help. Just
76.
take it slow.
76 episodes of this magical podcast.
Take it slow.
Of my wife's banter against me. It's always against me, though.
You should tell everyone what we've been listening to in the morning.
Kenny G's classic Christmas album.
Because we are 67 years old.
I have no idea.
We have become our parents.
But I just like having it on in the background while I'm doing stuff.
Well, you know what? I kind of was
Sorry, go ahead.
laughing at you for putting it on, but then I was really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's like, this is actually quite pleasant.
We listened to Kenny G's Silver Bells, on repeat.
Yeah, because that's really good. It's really good.
It sounds better than that. I don't think you're doing the saxophone justice.
Okay. Thank you so much to the subscribers. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you need anything insurance-wise, please let me know. I can help you guys out. I do that as well. I write books. I help people get the right insurance, and I do this podcast, and we do lots of things. We wear lots of hats in the Michaels household. We're doers. What else? I think that's about it. Anything you want to add, like housekeeping-wise?
Yeah, it is. I'm looking for it. Hold on one second.
She's not prepared. She's just not prepared, guys.
We were mentioned in a blog by, now you guys are going to maybe laugh, maybe not. For those of you that don't know, my day job is, now it's accountant/marketing. I do accounting and marketing for my
company
my company. I don't know why I couldn't think
the
of the
company
word. For the company I work for.
Yes.
And my wonderful boss, Josh Lance, submitted our podcast as something that he recommends to other people on the CPA Practice Advisor blog. So that's something that really kind of a lot of accountants read. So we like to call it that we're accounting famous now, which is very important.
Yes. Yes.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That we're on there. And so, thank you, Josh, for the shout out. And maybe I'll post a link to it so you can see our name listed. And it was really cool to see that.
Oh, it was very cool. It was really neat.
It was.
That's the kind of stuff that really helps.
Yeah, it does. We definitely had to surge and downloads. So I feel like, maybe there's a crossover event in our future. Accountants, Disney people, and that's it.
Yeah. Let's make it happen. When they maybe we should have just a big conference at Diz, and we could be we could do a major event there
for accountants.
We're
the go-to.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
I feel like everybody's making fun
for
of me.
the tax people. How do you write this off? For
don't
the regular,
ask JB.
For the regular. Wow, you thought that was really funny. Wow, you really thought you were funny there.
We should post a video of you.
Holy.
You know what I was thinking of, though? I was thinking of for my work when we did that video of you where we interviewed the spouses, and I asked JB the difference between an income statement and a balance sheet, and his answer was the best thing in my life.
I knew it.
Still doesn't know the answer. You think after all this time you would have looked it up?
We could also say, we could also tell, we get even more granular than that. We could say, how what does this transaction be coded as in the software?
I don't think most of the people that are coming.
What's this transaction going to be coded for?
Just hear what you say.
All right, guys. That's not helpful. Also, what is the bank rec? Okay, for Tatooine traders, did they make their deposits this month correctly? That's how it goes.
No. You guys. Oh my
You're welcome,
gosh,
everyone. You're welcome.
Did they make their bank rec? Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He does have Disney smarts, though.
Shut up.
You can tell JB has never done his own bank rec, ever.
No, I don't do that stuff.
Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
You've got to reconcile the number in the bank with what your reports say.
What reports?
Your internal reports.
Do you have internal reports?
Yes, I do. KDP reports. My Kindle Direct Publishing reports. My, book reports. Book sales reports.
So you're
I kind of do. You're kind of like it. He's kind of right. Now I can't make fun of him.
No, not really. KDP.
Yeah, right.
KDP has nothing to do with your bank.
I have no idea. Okay. No, it does.
All right.
If it's not depositing correctly, right?
I guess that's true.
Yeah. See.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. So we wanted to kind of talk about Disney in the context of Christmas because it's weird. I feel like Disney and Christmas evoke similar feelings in people, don't you? Like, at least in my experience, me it does.
I think that's
other
true
people
for
probably maybe not, but
us.
for me it does.
Probably for most people, I think, which is why a lot of people want to be there on Christmas and why it is the most busy time to be there.
It is.
Like it combines the two happiest, most exciting things.
Right. Yes.
I think that's kind of considered, like the way. Like if you can be at Disney during Christmas, that is super awesome.
Yes, it
extra
is.
magic.
Yeah.
So
I think it is. It's extra magic. And like Ash said, it is. It is super crowded. I think it's without a doubt the busiest, week of the year.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, or they think like, because a lot of people now come to me and will ask about. I just had a coworker and friend ask about this, and they were actually planning on going. They're there now, or maybe they're back, but they were planning on going a week later. And
you were like, nope.
I was like, you totally can do that. I would just be prepared for.
A dearth
like it's going to be
they might even have shut down the parks.
Different experience.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think she would even be able to do it because the park reservation system. You know what I mean? There's the park reservation system.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, to be honest.
When she initially talked about it, she would have had to have.
Already?
You have to.
She would have.
Before you buy tickets, you've got to reserve the parks.
Yeah, I know. But I'm sure she would have. She knew that because they had to do it otherwise. So.
Right.
But I think they were able to get a reservation for that time. They just, but then they looked on, some blogs and stuff and switched it. So you can definitely go. But and we've talked about this before, just going to Disney in general, it's going to be crowded you know, and you have to prepare yourself for, you know what, we're walking into a theme park. We know how busy it's going to be. Disney is always crowded. And you just sort of have to know, like, it's going to be in the summer, it's going to be really hot. There's going to be crowds. There's going to be lines. You just have to sort of mentally prepare. And for Christmas, the Christmas season, that Christmas week between, you know, a few days before Christmas up through New Year's is just going to be insane.
Yeah.
And you just have to, you know, be okay with that.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, for me, I think a part of the, you know, it's the Disney aspects of the Disney tradition, you know, of Christmas tradition being, you know, at home, because you know, we were there around Thanksgiving. I was there on New Year's. It was insane.
I would love to go for New Year's sometime. I think a lot of people that aren't super familiar with Disney or aren't people that listen to blogs or whatever, don't really realize, because they think, oh, I would think most people would stay home.
No.
You know, and it's really just not the case. Some people travel with their extended family to Disney for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I wonder how that worked. We were talking about this. I wonder how that works with gifts. Do people ship gifts? Do you travel with gifts? Like, what if they don't show up? I would worry about shipping during the holidays.
No, I mean, some families, it just depends, right?
Well, if you've been someone that has
if you want gifts
or traveled with gifts for Christmas, I want you to write in and tell me what you did.
Well, I'm sure a lot of it, you know, you could say, this is your gift. Going to Disney.
Yeah, but I bet some people want to open stuff on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Or they buy something there. Or
yeah, but that's really adding to your bill.
I think shipping to it is fine. I think you can do that. It's not big.
I don't trust JB. He doesn't really know.
You can ship stuff.
Well, I know you can ship stuff. I'm just saying, notoriously, anywhere in the U.S. during that time of year, things get delayed majorly. Amazon Prime stuff is delivered 3 weeks later. You know, things get delayed, and I would be worried about, you know, a specific window hitting things.
Well, I would definitely, if you are going to ship stuff, just do it way ahead of time and just have it. Disney will put it in the back of the resort. They'll just leave it in Bell Services until someone claims it. So you can ship it early. You can even talk to Disney and it's like, hey, I'm sending my Christmas gifts to the Contemporary or whatever it is. And I'm sure they'll...
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely call. I wouldn't take JB's exact words for it.
I would call, but it's fine. Believe me, I guarantee
I believe it's fine. I would just call and see what procedures they want you to follow.
I think it's just totally fine. So
coming from a man that doesn't know what a bank rec is. So.
Yes, I do. I just explained it. I did it right. You're just being mean. Okay, so now... here's the thing. This is the big pitch to want to go to Disney, since to want to go to Disney during the holidays. It's not just about. I mean, yes, the whole park, all the resorts, everywhere you go, there's Christmas cheer, there's holiday stuff to see. Different decorations to see, different types of trees and different types of lobbies at different types of resorts. I mean, it's insane. There is literally, like, Disney does Christmas right. And, I mean, obviously, they want people to come there during that time because it's, it's a huge time for them to make tons of money. But also, just the Magic Kingdom combined with the magic of Christmas is a huge deal. So one of the major events, and this is why people do Disney, is the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Now, I don't think they don't have any this year for obvious reasons. But usually in a normal year, you have Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And it is a special event. And yes, it's expensive. It basically costs, honestly, depending on the day that you go. The closer you are to Christmas, the more money it is. It's like $130 a ticket. The closer you are to Christmas, just to get in to the Very Merry Christmas Party. Now it's closer to $100 on the earlier you are, the further out you are from Christmas. But it is a big deal. It is a thing, and that's the major event. And also, I will say this. I feel like this event is actually more valuable, I think. I think you get actually more money, more value for your money in the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party than the other like special upcharge events.
Why is that?
Because there is a long list of complimentary snacks and food and drinks. Like, so you're basically prepaying for food and drinks.
Okay.
So
yeah, the other like
it's very not so scary. You just get candy.
Right.
But like it's not you don't get a free food. You don't get free food.
Like a meal, yeah.
Right, I guess it's not free, but you do
feels free.
It does because you're not paying for it.
Disney free.
Yeah. So, which I think is really part of the magic at Very Merry Christmas Party. Also, I think Disney does Very Merry Christmas Party up like crazy. Like the amount of things you can do at this special event and the amount of things they put into it, I think, honestly, this is totally worth it. I think is it crowded? Yeah, it's going to be jam packed in the Very Merry Christmas Party. But I don't know, if you're a person who loves Christmas and you love Disney, I think this is about as good as it gets. Okay, so now there are some new things that they added in 2019 that were different from the other years, but there are attraction overlays. So Space Mountain has an attraction overlay.
What is it?
You have all these cool red and green lights that are out in all of Space Mountain.
Does it have a different name? You know how sometimes they change, like the Jingle Cruise?
No, I don't think it does.
Still
actually.
Space Mountain.
I think it's Space Mountain. The Tomorrowland Speedway has a bunch of like lights up around it. The Mad Tea Party is all decked out. The Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor has like a Christmas overlay, and all the characters it's more Christmassy themed, the actual show in there. And then the main event, the big event, is Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks, which I think is really cool that Minnie is the host. Like, that's usually not the case, right? So Minnie, I guess that was a huge hit, when it was debuted last year. And then, of course, there's a bunch of shows that you could go see. There's Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration, the Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade, and the Frozen Holiday Wish. Well, obviously, Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration is just a show in front of the castle, on the stage in front of the castle. The Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade is basically, and this was a huge part of my Christmas tradition every Christmas morning. In my house, we would always put on the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Parade, which it got changed. Now it's not that anymore. But
what is it now?
Like the politically correct stuff, like holiday celebration or something like that.
Right.
To be just more, PC.
Yeah, inclusive of PC.
Inclusive or exclusive to no one. So
JB.
No, I'm just
calm down.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they have the Very Merry Christmas Parade, and basically that's just the Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade is the parade that you would see on the Very Merry Christmas Parade show on Christmas morning, which for years was hosted by Regis, which God bless him, love him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Regis. We love you. So, just a good guy. He seemed like a really good human being. Yes. And then, and basically, so you see, obviously, Santa Claus is, gonna roll up on the parade at some point. And then, of course, they have this Frozen Holiday Wish, where Elsa comes out and, turns the castle into basically her Frozen castle with a bunch of cool icicle lights all over the Christmas, or all over the castle. A Totally Tomorrowland Christmas is a fun, like, dance show. You could go have fun and jump around and have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of cool things to do. I think there's just way more things to do And then, of course, you've got the complimentary snacks and exclusive food and drink, which, holy cow. You just, you go in different parts of the park, and there are different snacks at different parts of the park. This just seems like this would be a dream of yours.
It sounds, I could live there.
Right.
Eat all the things.
Eat everything, because it's all free. It's all free, guys.
You know me well.
Yes, oh yes. So eat the free stuff because you basically paid for it, and then of course,
it's not really free.
I guess it's not. But then at the party, you guys, you get exclusive merchandise, which this merch is amazing. I want to see it. Some of the stuff they have is just really cool.
Wait, so this isn't included?
No, you can buy.
But you can only get it if you go to the party.
Yes, you can only get it if you go to the party. Yeah, we're talking just amazing stuff, which makes me really want to go to the party.
There are a few, bloggers I follow that are there right now, and I'm just watching their Instagram feed. Yeah, clinging onto it for dear life.
Yes, exactly.
Their stories.
We could just go.
No,
we can just go.
No.
Yes, we can. We have.
No, we can. I don't want to.
Well, there's that, everyone. Well, who's the boss in this family?
Oh, right. I want to wait until...
Angela! Sorry.
I want to wait until... I know.
Reference.
I know.
Angela.
I'm not as old as you, but I still know.
Yeah, right. Okay, so...
Wait, I want to wait until Harrison is older. Okay, I wanted to finish my sentence.
I'm trying to get going here. I got stuff to cover.
Oh, yeah. Cover it, then. Jerk.
Okay, so guys, this is what we're talking about when we say complimentary goodies. Okay, we have the Pinocchio Village House. You could get a Snickerdoodle cookie, hot chocolate, and Fanta. Wanna, don't you wanna, Fanta, don't you wanna? Sorry. So you could get Snickerdoodles, hot chocolate, and Fanta. Pretty amazing. And then you head over to Storybook Snacks cart. You get a free snowman pretzel.
Wow. That I'm excited about.
Yeah.
More so than the hot chocolate
and we could
Fanta.
Get 3 of those because there's 3 of us, right? And then Miners Cove Peppermint Cookie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like peppermint.
Friar's Nook. You get a chocolate chip cookie. A lot of these are very Fantasyland heavy, by the way. These are all in Fantasyland. And then you head over into... Tomorrowland. At the lunching pad, you get a ginger molasses cookie and apple cider for free. Mm-hmm. At Cosmic Rays, you get a peppermint cookie, hot chocolate, and apple cider.
So, you're probably not going to hit all of them because you'd probably get sick.
Yeah, well, you don't need multiple ginger molasses cookies, right?
No.
You could.
Do you?
I made some really good ones last year, if I don't say so myself. They were real good.
They were better than the other ones.
Oh, my gosh. You're such a brat. Guys, I live with a very critical person.
Always.
Very critical.
No.
Very critical. Judgy and critical. Okay, Jungle Cruise, or the Jingle Cruise, you get a ginger molasses cookie as well. At Tortuga Tavern, you can get your snowman pretzel and Fanta over there as well. Golden Oak Outpost, a Snickerdoodle. And the Diamond Horseshoe is the only place where you could get eggnog. So you go to chocolate chip cookie and eggnog. How cool is that?
How do you feel about eggnog? Are you an eggnog fan?
No. I'll drink it, but it's just not a,
Why would you drink it if you don't like it?
It's not something I go to. It's not like I say, I really want eggnog. I'll have it.
I've never tried it.
I'll have it.
It doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I should. I just, I don't know. What is it exactly?
It's basically...
It's very creamy, right?
Yeah. I don't really even know what it is. I'll pass. I don't. Oh, okay. I don't know the exact... It's probably made from eggs.
And nuts.
Now, obviously, we are really dumb. Sorry that you listen to this. Okay. No. Ash just got up and left. She's just done with this.
I need a blanket.
Okay, so you can also buy things. You can buy snacks. There are also some pretty incredible paid for snacks that they only bust out during the party. Like a Christmas cookie milkshake, a Christmas cookie sundae, Gaston's cheese dip, which, wow, I want. Beer cheese. But not only do I love Gaston's Tavern, but listen to this. Beer cheese dip with smoked bacon bits served with breadstick antlers.
I feel like I need that.
Oh my gosh.
Can we make that for...
Man, we're going to Gaston's. Okay.
Of course it's at Gaston's.
Yeah, my favorite.
You're knocking that sign over. Do you notice that?
What sign? What are you talking about?
Over by the coffee maker. Look at what you're doing.
Whatever. Okay. So I could easily fix it.
You could easily fix it.
Oh my gosh. Get off my case. God. Merry Christmas.
Papers.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, you're just destroying my Christmas decorations.
Oh my gosh.
So Merry Christmas to me.
Oh, shush. Okay, so that's kind of a quick overview. It looks like the most popular things, obviously, are the fireworks and the parade. And the next most popular thing is the Frozen Holiday Wish. Everybody wants to see Elsa come out and do the Frozen
Not everybody.
thing with the castle. Although I noticed that this year they're not doing that. There's no icicles on the castle this year. So, but that I'm sure that will return upon normal. When we hopefully get somewhat back to normal. Yeah, so cool. Also, some suggestions, I guess, from different people who've gone, is that if you want to see the cool decorations and everything at night, because all of this takes place at night, you definitely ride the People Mover to kind of get a cool look at all the Christmas joy.
People Mover for the win.
All around.
Again.
Yeah. Yes. So, will it be crowded? Absolutely.
Give me a gauge, though. Okay, so when we've been there during the summer, is it twice as busy?
Yes.
Or more?
More. I think it's more.
Can you move around on Main Street at all?
Yeah. You when it's not time for fireworks or the parade, it's in that case. To be honest, I don't think that even matters. Every night at Magic Kingdom, around that time on Main Street,
okay, but not
crazy.
around that time. Around
no. It's a busy time.
When Len, this touring plans, when he talks about how sometimes you can't see the bricks on Main Street because it's so crowded. Is that what it's like?
Yeah.
Literally cannot move.
Right.
But you still had a good experience. You would say definitely I'd go back.
I've never been to very Merry Christmas parties.
No, but just during that time. Disney during that time. New Year's, Christmas.
I think if you have the right mindset, you signed up for this. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. This is the one thing you've got to realize with the holidays at Disney is you signed up for it. So you decided you were going to take your family here and do this. It's going to be nuts.
What about now I know you've never been, but what about the Very Merry Christmas Party? Is that super crazy too, or
yes.
less crazy?
No, it's crazy.
More crazy.
I think it's crazy. Yeah.
Not so scary. Way more.
Well, considering the reviews of Not So Scary the last year, oof.
Maybe about the same, or maybe they're starting to even out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Very Merry Christmas Party is definitely probably the most popular.
It's happening.
Just a reminder of stuff. Different stuff.
To do your bank rec?
To do my bank rec, yes. Yeah, so I would say, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely nuts. One thing that makes us more versatile, like you said, if we go, Harrison won't be in a stroller. That will make life 100 times easier for us, getting around the park in a crazy time. So I think that's really huge. You know what I mean? So I would just have to say...
You just have to adjust your mindset.
Yes, you just have to adjust your mindset. It's going to be crazy. But all of from what I hear is if you, like anything with Disney, if you have a plan, you could do everything right. You could do everything, So, you just have to be prepared. It's not going to be... It's not going to be...
Yeah, but it's also not going to be 95 degrees and humid. That's always, like, to me, that's probably more bothersome than the crowd levels.
Right.
For, you know, me personally. I am not a fan of the super duper hot 95% humidity deal.
Right.
That bothers me more than the people. If the weather's more comfortable, then I'm less crabby.
Yeah.
People I can kind of deal with, especially when you're at Disney, because it's like a certain, you know, everyone's a little bit happier.
Right.
It's not like you're at the DMV.
Right. No.
Everyone's super happy to be there.
Yeah.
Disney is not the DMV.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's.
And you get up to the front of the line, the cashier asks you how you're doing, and you have a conversation, and, like, it's easier to fight through crowds when you're also getting pleasantries.
Right,
and,
right.
You know,
I mean,
talking to people on the bus.
You just have to, you know, you paid premium to be a Magic Kingdom near Christmas. You just have to roll with that and be okay with that. You know.
So 1 year we're gonna do it.
Yes.
How often? Like, how long does the Very Merry? Like, how many days is that offered? The Christmas.
It's only on a couple nights a week, I think.
From when to when?
From like November through December.
So it doesn't happen at all after Christmas. Like, they don't run it the week.
No,
between?
I don't believe they do. No.
Interesting.
No. Yeah. So I'm not sure about the in between. That I would have to look at the schedule. Since there's none this year, we don't have a schedule. But it is. Just if you want to go do that, just be ready, just be prepared. I mean, it is a totally different ball game, So, all right. So that's in the parks. It only goes to December 20th. At least in 2019, it went from November 14th, certain nights in November, to December 20th. So it wasn't every night either. So you've got to look at which nights you may want to go. So it's a totally different. It does stop before Christmas.
Interesting.
Because I don't think they don't. Here's why they don't do it. Because the week of Christmas and the week after Christmas, they can't do that. They have so many people. They can't have a special ticketed event. They have to have the parks open. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, because it's so busy and so crowded and so nuts. All right, so let's take it out of Magic Kingdom, Ash, and let's head out onto the resorts. What resort, Ash, do you think you would want to go to or stay at during Christmas?
Now, yesterday my answer was the Wilderness Lodge. And I'm kind of torn between two. I think first pick is the Wilderness Lodge because the lobby, super tall, amazing, cozy, as we've talked about. The tree is huge.
Yeah.
The Christmas tree they put up, and it's beautifully decorated in there. And I just love the Wilderness Lodge. I feel like those two things together, like, I know you said this yesterday, it's just cozy. Cozy Christmas.
Yeah.
Wildies.
Yeah.
Christmas. All together. However,
Wilties.
However, I really like the idea of the Polynesian because it's sort of like, if you're like us and you're from the Midwest, you're used to it being cold in the wintertime, and now you're going to be in Florida where it will most likely be warmer than where you're coming from. And kind of just like taking that idea and going with it, right?
Yeah.
Like now your surroundings kind of match where you are in a way, like you're in, it's the Polynesian, the tree, like you were talking about before, is decorated with these flowers. It's really pretty, kind of like these cool, chill vibes. Yeah. Which I always appreciate because Christmas can be, I love Christmas. I feel like JB and I feel very similarly about it, but we also, like, JB doesn't mind the running around and the stores being busy and filled with really crabby people, and I avoid it.
Well, no. I mean, believe me, I avoid that. What I do is I mitigate having to deal with that. I start shopping
yesterday
early.
You went to Jewel, and I just was like, I would rather do almost anything, like lay face down in a ditch somewhere.
Right.
Do that.
Right.
I just think people are mean. They leave their carts out.
So
whatever.
What
but
actually
anyways, I'm trying to say it.
Right.
Be quiet.
I'm just
is that yes, when it comes to crowds and people being terrible, JB is 100% better than me at that one thing. And but Christmas is a lot of work for anyone that is, now an adult. There's a lot that goes on with it, and it's really great, but it was a hectic time of year, and the idea of being at the Polynesian during Christmas would make me feel maybe the most relaxed.
Yeah.
And that the idea of being relaxed, kind of like when you're a kid and everyone else is taking care of everything, but you don't understand that yet.
Well, I think there is sort of like a thematic. There's also, so if you're at the Wilderness Lodge, which I think you're right. I mean, the Christmas tree in the lobby at the Wilderness Lodge is huge. Like,
so cool.
It is. It's like several stories tall. It's amazing. Then you have that several stories tall, beautiful stone fireplace in the lobby as well. I mean, the Wilderness Lodge, I could just sit in the lobby.
Mm-hmm. You said cozy
when
fireplace.
When we retire, I just want to be a guy working at the Wilderness Lodge.
Oh, what are you gonna do there?
Maybe I'll check people in,
Mm-hmm.
Give them be like, hey, what's up? How are you? Get in here.
I'll just be buying merch and then go to the bar.
Right.
Well, I'll say you can meet me.
And I'll just go work at
or you don't have
the lobby of the Wilderness. I mean, can you imagine how
what would be my ideal job as retirement? What would I do at Disney? I don't know. I don't think I should really talk to people.
That's not true. Everyone loves you. Shut up.
Well, that's true.
I think you could be.
Yeah, but I don't do the bubbly.
You could work at a confectionery. I feel like you could.
No, I'd blow up. I'd gain like 100 pounds if I worked there.
Okay, so not the confectionery. No. Maybe Haunted Mansion, because you don't really have to talk to people. You just have to look scary.
Wait, what's that restaurant where everyone was kind of rude? 50 or Prime. What was the restaurant we ate at Hollywood Studios where they're kind of rude to you?
Primetime.
Primetime. I should work there.
Yeah, you could totally.
Because
work
I'd just
there.
be myself.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Get it yourself,
and then throw it at them. Yeah, that's happened to me several times.
My whole family could.
Yeah,
especially.
Do you want to? Ashley's family is okay. They were raised by the Queen of Snark.
They might be listening.
I don't care. Okay. They were raised by the Queen of Snark. Ashley's mother is like the most sarcastic, person on the planet.
She's incredibly funny, though.
She's very funny.
She's one of the funniest people you'll meet, I think.
She's very witty. She's very funny, and she's got razor sharp wit. So, like, she could cut you down pretty quick.
Does that sound familiar?
Which a lot of that goes through to my wife, obviously. See, I was born in a very nice household.
Oh my gosh!
Where people were nice to each other, and then
just being behind each other's backs. Yes, I'll never forget you guys on one of our dates. JB took me aside and told me how many times I called him an idiot that night. And was very upset about it. It was like 8 times.
I don't like to be called an idiot.
Yeah, well, now you say it more than anyone else I know. Right, you've been trained.
Have corrupted me.
And I was like, if you can't deal with that, we can't be together. That's how, everyone is very different, right? Some families would find that atrocious, and other families just have this sort of darker sense of humor. We definitely have that. I feel like if someone is not teasing me or making fun of me a little bit, like, I think that's all in good fun. I make fun of myself. If you're not really interacting with me that way, I don't really feel loved by you. I like being made fun of.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah.
We're more... Not everyone in the family is super like that, but that's just sort of how we...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our, baseline.
Yeah.
Well, you're an idiot.
Well, yes. So, okay, so this is just how warped Ashley is. So if she's having a bad day or a little down, the more nurturing element that I have and was around was like, give the person, a hug or, say something nice about them. If you say something nice, there's way more resistance. Way more resistance. Like, you cannot convince her that there's any positivity at all about her. But if you say something mean, you say something rude, and obviously it's sarcastic.
I was going to say, I feel like those are strong words. But it's more of like a, you're teasing me.
It literally works every single time. She'll laugh, and she'll go, why do I like that so much? And it's like, I shake my head. I have to deal with it. I've got to adapt to this.
Oh my gosh.
Okay?
Don't even get me started on the list of things I have to adapt to. Because you're not alone in the adaptation.
See?
Sorry,
it's happening.
I'm sorry, I didn't take it. No.
I'm trying to explain
Jack
something.
Weed.
I'm right, though.
No, you're not right.
Yes, I'm definitely right.
No.
I would say, though, Ash, now that we've gone off on a tangent about
people like our tangents. We're not warped
life.
We're funnier than you guys.
Wow. Second City trained here. Some
of
City
us don't need trained.
Second City trained.
My family was just born with humor. We don't need training to be funny.
I want to show you all of my yearbooks. Everyone says you're the most funny guy.
Everyone thinks I'm really funny too.
You're the most hilarious dude ever, Michaels.
Mm-hmm. Your yearbook?
Yearbooks.
I think that's just because they didn't really have anything else to say.
Family.
You're
everyone
so
knows
smart.
I'm super
You're
funny.
So great.
My godfather, just sent me a nice Christmas card, and what did he say on it? Stay funny. Because
family doesn't count. They have to say that.
He knows that I'm funny like him.
You are funny.
Right.
But,
okay.
You
started it. Okay. So
no, I never get competitive about it.
You did. You're like, I'm funny. You just said we're funnier than you.
That's not competitive. That's a statement.
Oh, my gosh.
That's accurate.
A competitive statement. Shots fired type of statement.
No.
Okay, anyway.
Reacting defensively is the competitive part.
So basically, everybody.
Don't say so over me ever again.
I'm going to so over you whenever I want.
Do it.
Merry Christmas. Okay, so. No, but I would say the Wilderness Lodge, it's an interesting situation. Yes, it's beautiful. It's got that huge tree. I mean, it's amazing. It gives you that cozy feeling. But then you walk outside, it's like 75. And you're like, wait a minute. Shouldn't it be snowing? Shouldn't it be,
What if they could do fake snow?
They do. At the Very Merry Christmas Party, it snows during the parade.
No.
Did you know that?
Yes, okay. At the resorts. At the resorts that it matched.
Maybe.
Or like the illusion of fake snow.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what this is.
Fake snow falling. Yes. So... I think you're right. I think I'm torn between Wilderness Lodge, but then also wanting to be at like the Polynesian, where it's like you could put on the lei and sing Mele Kalikimaka.
Right, because there's two schools of thought. For me, it's like
you're on vacation in Florida.
Wilderness Lodge, even though we don't live in a cabin or anything like that, it reminds me more of home, right? Because of how you think the weather should be and that type of thing. Whereas the Polynesian is just totally different. Than which. I almost lean more towards that because we're somewhere totally different. So let's just
temperature more matches the temperature of Hawaii in the Polynesian and the decorations, than the Wilderness Lodge, which it would be colder.
I mean, how cool to walk around the Polynesian.
Yeah.
During Christmas.
Yeah, it would be neat.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm going to go probably Poly. I was thinking some other resorts that might be cool.
Well, we got to talk about the wreath at
Yes, the Contemporary has, guys, the biggest wreath I've ever seen in my life. It's on the glass panels, where the monorail goes into. Well, above where the monorail enters the lobby, the Grand Canyon Concourse, there is a giant Mickey wreath. It's huge. It takes up the whole entire side of the glass pane, the glass building. It's awesome.
It is. That's where we stayed for our honeymoon. And there's several pictures of that wreath in the background while we're waiting for the monorail of us taking, selfies of ourselves. And we looked very relaxed and young and slightly thinner, maybe like a tad.
Right.
Tan.
Yeah. Definitely. It was awesome.
What a time.
Awesome.
What a time.
What a time. What a time. Now we have a 5-year-old. No. We love our 5-year-old. We do.
We do.
He's the best.
He is the best.
Seriously, the kid is like
I would
ridiculous.
trade him for being thin and tan anytime.
Right. You're still thin. So
It's not a test. I don't care.
See if I'm nice? Did you see the resistance there? Because I was being nice. I got more resistance. You saw it firsthand.
I'm not denying it.
You were.
Okay. Yet all this time later, you're still trying that tactic.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No, you're a giant blimp that should be flying over Disney at Christmas time. See? She likes that better. This is case in point. Right here.
That was so mean.
And she loves it. She's like crying, laughing.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so some other places I think that would be really neat. I feel like Port Orleans Riverside has sort of a homey feeling to it. I feel like the Christmas decorations there would be kind of cool.
And then don't forget about the big gingerbread house they do at
the Grand Floridian. Mm-hmm. The Grand Floridian has this incredible gingerbread house that's like you can walk into. There's also some gingerbread stuff at the the Contemporary as well. So I mean, there's some. I mean,
yeah,
guys,
but I feel like the Floridian is known for that. I mean, they do. It's huge. It's like roped off. You can't.
Right.
Like it's like the size of an actual house, probably.
And they had one of those on the Disney Dream. When you walked in, there was an area on the main lobby of the Disney Dream that had a gingerbread house. Not as big, obviously.
And then I feel like I saw this in a video that I watched, so I'm not sure, but I think the Boardwalk does some big display and they have like a train.
Yeah.
Like some sort of train set up with, I don't know, some sort
like
of
a Christmas village.
Yeah, Christmas village type thing that's very intricate.
In the lobby? I
think
right?
so, yeah. And if it's not the Boardwalk, it might be Yacht or Beach Club, but it's
one
somewhere
in that
three.
Epcot resort area.
Yeah, but I mean, we're mentioning these specific resorts, but I mean, everywhere at Disney is decked out for Christmas.
And of course, you have the beautiful Animal Kingdom Lodge. I think that would be another really cool one that has the African themed, decorations on there. That's another ginormous tree that they have set up. Every resort, you guys, will have Christmas decorations. The Caribbean, I mean, all the types of resorts, the All-Stars, everything. I mean, it would just be, just awesome. So, I mean, you can't go wrong on Disney property. Disney Springs has a bunch of very big Christmas tree there. Okay,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do the other parks have Christmas events too?
Yes. Epcot has the hymnal. They basically have a hymnal with a choir and someone who reads from the Bible, like the actual Christmas story, which I think is really neat.
I'm surprised they
do that. It's called the Candlelight Processional.
Cool. But I guess you can just choose to go to that or not.
Yeah. What's his name? Doogie Howser.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Hauser.
Neil Patrick and PH.
Yeah. Neil Patrick Harris often reads there. They've had tons of different celebrities read at the Candlelight Processional, which is in that theater that's right by the American Adventure Pavilion. Mm-hmm. Also, now they have Epcot has the Festival of the Holidays, which is again more food kiosks, themed towards holiday traditions of the different countries. Right at the very beginning of World Showcase, you have a huge Christmas tree with like the greetings, which I think is great, with the greetings from all the different countries that like the of Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever it is that they put on there. So yeah, I mean Epcot has a great overlay now. Hollywood Studios projects these amazing Christmas projections on the Tower of Terror, which I love. There was a Muppets one on there that I thought was really cool. And then of course you have the Jingle Bell, Jingle Jam, Jingle Bam show, which they did last year. I don't know.
Jingle Jam, Jingle Bam.
Something like that.
Oh, I thought that was the whole name.
Yeah, something that they would do by the Grauman's Chinese Theater, like and project a bunch of Christmas things and have fireworks behind the theater. Animal Kingdom has these special Tree of Life holiday Tree of Life awakenings on the Tree of Life, which are beautiful. And of course, it's decked out for Christmas there as well. I mean, it's overflowing with Christmas spirit. I want to give a shout out to one of our subscribers, Matt. Matt would love to. He loves Christmas. He's like the most Christmas guy. I think.
Well, he does like countdowns to Christmas right after Christmas ends. To the next Christmas.
He
listens to Christmas music as soon as it's out.
Right.
Like as soon as the radio stations start playing it.
Right. He even has like a special like classes of like distinctions of which Christmas music he listens to when.
Oh, like, during this time, it's more of like, not the classics yet.
Yes, he goes to the classics in December.
Cool.
Right, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, he's like the most Christmassy guy ever, and he's a sweet human being.
Nice, really nice guy.
Good guy. Mm-hmm. And, he would probably just lose his mind at Disney at Christmas. So.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what else? Anything else, Ash, to add before we head out of here?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered a lot.
We did. Great Christmas cartoons to watch there. Disney, Pluto's Christmas Tree. Definitely watch it.
Well,
it is the
maybe we should talk about that in the...
Yeah, we will. It's the inspiration for one of my series of books. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you listen to the podcast. Thank you so much.
Wait, and please share us on your social media platform if you feel so inclined to do so. That's always a big help. We always get new listeners when that happens. Tagging us in something on Instagram or Facebook is always a huge help, and if you would like to support us that way, that is great.
Yeah.
And free.
Yes. And free to do. So thank you so much, everybody, and we wish you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We love you. Thank you so much. And from the Midwest, see you later.